So they're really excited. They're really excited about how to help distressed families. You know, they're not nonprofits, but you know what? It seems like they have the heart of one. Because they really want to help us help distressed families and individuals. So they're going to give us the profit so we can pay not only our administrative fees, but we can actually get in there and let's say you know a family has back rent, we can go in and help that family. Groceries, we can help give them Publix cards. We can really get in there and analyze the situation, see if we're a good fit first of all. But really analyze and say, okay, come to our program, we're going to help you. We're going to really come alongside you and be that community partner that you need. Oasis Pregnancy Care Center is a nonprofit that we're partnering with, and I love Pete Kessel. Oh my goodness, I messed up his name. That's what happens to me. Anyway, Castellani, I think his last name is. But Pregnancy Care Center is partnering, and they're really excited about us because distressed teenagers.
Oh yes.
You know, young women and that have unplanned pregnancies.
Right.
I mean, there was a young lady that we've already kind of discussed about. She's a 16-year-old with a 6-month-old baby, just graduated, and you know, we're starting to look at what we can do. You know, right now we're kind of limited because we're still building up that benevolence fund. But
well, you know, in Dade City we also have Cornerstone Center for Women that also helps young girls with babies. So maybe you could get with them, partner with them also. In the meantime, if you know of a girl, you know, or something that you aren't quite ready to help yet, they would also be willing to take that on, which is they're also a nonprofit.
That's
so
great.
Really good. Heidi Cross is the executive
Heidi
director.
Cross, okay. And see, that's where our role is. I know from working in the church for the last 9 years, I know that we can't solve every problem.
Right.
You know, we're going to run, we're going to use resources to help come alongside and say, okay, this is how you can use your finances. This is how you can stop from getting back in that hole we just got you out of. But we can't do everything for them.
No.
I wish we could sometimes, to be honest. I really wish we could, but we can't.
But they
But
have to learn.
They do have to learn, but there's a lot of resources out there. I mean, the Cornerstone, Oasis, there's so many organizations out there right now that are saying that they can help, but how do you get in touch with them? And so we're building that resource alongside with us and saying, okay, you fit toward this group. Let us give you this number. Go talk to them. We'll connect you to them. So I feel that we're more of a conduit nonprofit to other resources than just being ourselves.
Right. Yeah, that's a great idea because I know the Dade City Chamber, we have a lot of nonprofits on our site, and so we'd like to get you on there as well so people can say, you know, hey, this is where I can go, and you'll be able to recommend them to different organizations as well. So if we could talk after the show, and I can tell you some more resources that we have as well. And look at our website. It's at dadecitychamber.org, and see what other services are out there, because I know, you know, for people that don't have food, on Sundays, Love One Another has a program where they feed the homeless or people who are just down and out on their luck and do have a home, but they do have a nice hot meal every single Sunday. So.
See, the average person on the street wouldn't know that.
No, they don't.
No.
And see, and that's where I feel like that's our spot. That's exactly.
Yeah. Awesome. That's so good that you guys are going to do that, because we're trying to tell people we're just one organization, so we need help.
See, and I feel that's what community does. It looks out and sees what's available and sees a person and says, you know what? Here, talk to this person. When I was a kid, I used to ride around the streets, and I lived in this really small town called Golden, Colorado. And my mom didn't go everywhere I went because, you know, I had my bicycle and I could ride anywhere I want. And my friend JJ and I, we'd ride everywhere, all over Golden. You know how my mom checked in with me? Checked where I was? Word of mouth. Neighbors would walk by and say, hey, I saw Adam and JJ by the quarry. I saw Adam and JJ by Clear Creek. I saw Adam and JJ over at 5 and Dime. And see, we don't have that anymore.
No.
And I feel like we need to get back to that.
And we do.
We do.
The fear in today's world, people are too scared, first of all, to talk and communicate. We need to get rid of the scare and start having a praise one another again.
It's scary out there.
It is. It's very scary.
And the more news you watch, the scarier it gets.
Yes, I don't watch news. I watch Andy Griffith. He's the only news I watch. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, a little small town there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, anytime you live in a big city or near a big city, it's, you know, I mean, I don't watch the news either because what good news is brought out? I mean, generally it's not good news because it's not news.
Exactly.
No,
You know?
right, I know, it'd be nice if they do a good story once in
Or
a while,
something,
make
you
you
know?
have a little bit of uplifting for the day, but it's just never like that.
My sister's a CSI down in Hillsborough County, and they're already working homicide this morning. So I mean, you know, yeah.
It's out there.
You know, yeah. So I mean, I kind of like Brooksville, you know. You know. But,
I grew up in
yeah.
Plant City on a little farm, and I
Yeah.
never really went anywhere. So
Yeah.
what can you
Yeah,
say?
Plant
Granddaddy
City,
was
yeah.
good.
Nice little community.
So I see you got different programs that you have here. You got a college program. You got resume assistants, prayer teams.
Yes, we're looking to do a lot with individuals and families. For instance, what we call our Kindle program is working with high schoolers. Right now we're trying to target 9th and 10th graders
Okay.
and start looking at really the future, saying, okay, you're in high school now. A lot depends on what you do now. You know, you can make up, there's rooms for adjustment. But let me ask you this question before I go more into the Kindle program, all right? If you're an employer, what are the 2 things you look for in hiring?
Well
Top 2.
groomed. I'm sorry, but well groomed in speech.
Yeah, that's true. They do got smell good.
The experience right now because nobody has the money to train, the time to commit to training.
Yep.
Nowadays, you train them and they leave you anyway. They can find something else. So I look for experience. We get applications that thick behind the desk, that thick, and if they're experienced, they go right to the top.
Yeah, and exactly. And see, that's where our Kindle program is really all about.
Dependable transportation, very important.
Oh yeah, that's
You
true.
don't have time to go pick somebody up to make sure they come and pull their shift. So
See, education has gone down on the amount of importance in hiring. I've had family and friends come up to me and say, look, I've been on the job hunt for the last 2 years. I have a bachelor's degree and I can't get a solid job
it's hard.
And I wouldn't be able
because
to
I have
do
no
that.
experience. I have very little
Yeah.
experience.
Experience right now because I have a master's in business and here I am. You know, but, I mean, not knocking it, but you know, I mean, there's I should be like to be executive somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But nobody's got the time or the money
You're
to
the
train you.
executive.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. No, I mean really, I had it for. I got my degree down in Tampa, and as soon as I got my degree, the company I was working with said, "Well, I guess you're a little overqualified now, so you might want to go find you something to do." You know, yeah,
that's
you know,
really sad.
you might want to go find something else. So here we are in Emotional, you know.
And here I've been 20 years.
And up here, it's
Yeah.
like, you know, there's no real corporations that need that kind of degree or anything. I mean, you're working at a hotel or a restaurant or something, you know, at Walmart. Like Walmart too. Walmart is our place, like in your little town where you say, oh, I saw so-and-so at Walmart. It's like word of mouth, like you were just saying, you know.
Exactly.
It's how you keep up with each other in this area, if they were at Walmart or not. You know?
So you're
It's downtown.
you're like Steven Seagal in all those movies where he goes, "No, I'm just an itsy bitsy mouse," and he's really the greatest guy that ever existed.
And you are the
Well,
greatest
thank you,
guy.
thank you all, but you know, come on now. I wasn't getting into any of that. Basically, what I'm saying is nowadays it's experience. It's not education. It's experience because if you don't know what you're doing, I don't have the time to give it.
Right.
Everybody's so busy, you know, they're busy. We're trying to come up with ideas for new marketing and money. You know, trying to fill these rooms around here, and you're trying to have membership
Oh,
for
we're trying
the
to grow our
chamber. And,
membership,
yeah, I'm sure people start cutting expenses. A lot of that stuff is cut, you know, and it didn't used to be that way. I mean, we're with 3 chambers right now. We're going to probably drop one of them. Don't worry, it's not you. It's not you.
Don't be dropping
No,
mine.
we're going to look at what we're getting the most out of, and we're going to drop the one we're not. I'm sorry, but it's just the way it is right now.
I mean, that is really good. I mean, with it, as far as me, I've been a mother and a housewife for 20 years.
Uh-oh,
So
that
I
phone's
have
ringing.
any experience in anything.
The
But
hotline.
God let me be
Hello,
what
watch
I've
out.
always wanted to be.
Exactly.
You know, if my husband was to pass
Yep.
today, where would I be?
Right.
You
Swap
know?
shop, yes.
So, but that's good that you're offering to
See,
teach.
we feel like the Kindle program will give teenagers that ability to start looking
okay.
at their future. We're starting to talk to companies and say, you know what? What if you looked at them, start giving them
Alright, what was it?
internships while they're in high school?
Right.
Okay.
Help them get, to me the scholarship program's all wrong.
Thank you.
Get
sir.
companies to invest into not just education, but experience. And then once they go through college, this is how the Army does it too.